Hey guys, Michelle Kinney here. Thanks for checking in. Thanks for checking out my video. Today is Monday. Monday is like one of my favorite days of the week. I would say it's my second favorite day of the week. Friday, followed by Friday, right? I like Friday the best because all my stuff expires. And then I like Monday because I get to write new calls on stuff that I might have got assigned on Friday. So I want to share with you what I'm doing, right? So I'm not giving you advice, right? You have to figure out what works best for you, but I'm going to tell you what works for me, and it works amazing. So I had a coin put that got assigned on Friday, and also a MicroStrategy put that got assigned on Friday. So my coin put was at a strike price of $4.10. I had originally gotten paid $489, almost $500 for that put. Did I freak out Friday because I was going to have to buy another 100 shares of coin at $2.10? No, I didn't. And I think coin even closed at I don't even know, $195. So here's the thing, guys. When you're selling a put, right, you're buying it at the strike price. However, your cost basis will be adjusted for the premium that you took in for that short put. Now, if that makes... If that sounds confusing, just take that out of your mind. I want to keep these videos very, very easy, conceptually. If you want to learn more, come to my live event. I'm having a live event. Let me see what the date is. It's going to be the next one, September 13, 14. It's going to be all day Saturday, all day Sunday. You can do it on Zoom from where you live, but it's live, right? So you could do it live on Zoom online, or you can come to New York. So I only have a certain number of spaces. Now, I know sometimes people use scarcity as this tactic. I don't use scarcity as a tactic. I think it is kind of a good thing, but I want to keep my group small. So first of all, my training is not for everybody, right? If you have money already, and you are trading and you wish you could make more money or something, or maybe you want to start trading and you want to start producing yourself income on an ongoing basis, then my trading is for you, right? So I'm going to have 25 people, and I want to keep it small because number one, I don't want to just teach everybody, right? And number two, I want to have enough time for really good questions and answers, right? So keep that in mind. Go back to what I was saying. So on Friday, I had this coin put that got assigned. So what did I do this morning? I sold I sold a 410 call, and I took in, I'm just looking at my laptop as I'm talking to you on my phone. I took in $749, right? And it expires this Friday. So here's the thing, guys. I ended up buying coin Friday, right, at 410, although that will be adjusted to 405.11 because it gets adjusted for my premium. Just forget about that. I'm just going to say 410, right? I sold a 410 call. I bought it for 410. I sold a 410 call. I took in another $749. So last week I took in 489. This week I took in another 749. That gives me $1,238. Am I going to freak out if coin goes down more? No, I'm not going to freak out. Actually, I sold another put this morning because coin was down more this morning, right? So I sold a 350 put, and I took in $314. Now, it's come down a lot more since, but here's the point that I'm making. My point is this. I don't care about unrealized gains or losses as long as I have my margin in check and I have enough money to buy more as the price goes down, and if I'm buying really good stock that I know is good for the long term. Warren Buffett says, buy something that you don't mind holding for 100 years. Don't buy some garbage fucking GameStop, right? No offense, right? But coin, I think, is good. Coinbase is is there an opportunity for a company to go bankrupt? Yeah, but it's very, very slim in my view, right? So I think Coinbase is a very solid company. I'm certain and I feel very comfortable with MicroStrategy. Let me tell you about MicroStrategy as well. So I already had 100 MicroStrategy. Now I bought 100 more MicroStrategy because I had a 420 put that got assigned on Friday. So I bought 100 more shares at 420. This morning I sold a call and I got paid, I got paid $759. So here's the thing, guys. Again, I'm creating myself income. Why am I doing that? Because I want to make income, cash in my fucking pocket from week to week so I can spend it. Now, here's what you guys got to think about. What is your why? Why do you want to make money? I'll tell you my why. I'm gonna share my reasons. Stay to the end also, because it's gonna be good. This is good information. My why is this, twofold, right? Number one, I want to be able to do whatever I want, whenever I want, basically, right? So I'll give you a little bit of insight as to how I've been living. So right now I'm in New York. Let me show you guys my view. So there's the river. There's Fidei over there. There's Brooklyn over there. I don't know if you can see it. But I live in Manhattan. But the past, and I'm way high up, like 70 stories up in the sky. And I'm not saying this to impress you. What I'm saying this is like, I love my life. I've lived between New York, LA, Bali, Virgin Islands. I was in Boston briefly. And I travel a lot. I've been to lots and lots of different places. And so it's important for me to be able to do whatever I want, whenever I want, right? So I didn't take a shower yet. I went to the gym this morning. So usually I make these videos in my gym clothes, right? But I love that, like, right? So I don't have to like be at some job at a certain time. So it gives me the flexibility to like live life on my terms, right? So that's number one. Number two, I want to be able to make cash, like cash flow, so I can spend money and I can create like amazing experiences. I'm going to give you an insight as to what's important for me, right? So I have kids that live in LA. My daughter's going to come here. She's taking a red eye tomorrow from LA to New York. She's going to spend a couple weeks here. And I didn't tell her this yet, and I don't think she watches these videos, so she won't know. So I'm not going to burst the secret. But when she comes, I'm going to make a reservation for this amazing omakase place. Omakase, for all those sushi lovers out there. Omakase is like, you know, it's like what the chef does, right? So like you don't order your own stuff. You sit at this, I sit at like the sushi counter. It's super dope. It's so bougie. Like, so the restaurant, oh, I forget the name of it. Oh, what's the name of it? I have it, I don't remember. Anyway, it's so bougie. The restaurant in New York City here, it doesn't even have the restaurant sign outside, right? So like, you know, you put the address in Google Maps and you go there, but you have to like figure out, oh my gosh, am I in the right place? And it's super expensive. It's like $500 a person. But here's the thing, and again, I'm not saying this to impress you. I'm saying this to impress upon you. If you want a lifestyle like that, maybe you don't. Okay, cool. If you want to just keep getting what you've been getting, like all this time, just keep doing what you're doing, right? But if you want something different, do something different. If you want like something that other people have, like replicate what they do. So you know what I do? I'm going to give you an example. When I go to the gym, so today I went to CrossFit. I really like to go to CrossFit classes, but sometimes I go to like the gym in my building downstairs. And let's say if I go to the gym in my building downstairs and I'm walking on the treadmill or something, if I see like a girl or a guy and they're super fit and I want to look like that, I'm going to like see and check out what they're doing, right? I'm not gonna like ask this like fat dude that comes to the gym, like, what are you doing that gets you fit? No, I wanna see what other people are doing that I want to emulate, right? So if you want a lifestyle where you can just basically do what you want when you want, and you can go spend like $1,000 on omakase sushi with your daughter, and as a surprise, then hear what I'm saying, right? So let me go back to why I do this. I do this because number one, if you're trading stocks, you are doing it wrong. So there was this guy that I'm gonna share a little story with you. His name is Tony. I don't know if he watches these videos, but if he does, it's okay. Like here, I'm very transparent, and I'm like, you know, I'm gonna say what I feel, right? So he had been like chatting back and forth. Oh, I want to learn options. I trade crypto and I trade stocks and blah, blah, blah. And supposedly he has like, I don't know, a couple $100,000 in his like brokerage account, whatever. And so I had been chatting with him for the past couple months, like just on and off, right? It started like when I was in Bali taking care of a few things, and I was honestly kind of killing some time. And I do like to help people. And let me tell you something. These videos and like the courses that I have online, I really never made much money from that, and I'm not saying that to complain, I'm not. But what I'm saying is I make all my money from trading. And the reason why that's important is that you should fucking listen to me. That's why that's important. Because I think I'm doing something right, because I'm able to like live the lifestyle that I love living, right? For a long time. And let me go back to this guy, Tony. So he was going, back and forth. Anyway, I'm putting together this weekend boot camp. It's going to be Saturday, Sunday. It's going to be fucking dope. If you want to come to New York City, I'm only going to have 5 people do it live if they want to be in New York, just because I just don't want to be overwhelmed with too many people. And we're going to have like this amazing dinner out on Saturday. Or you could do it virtual, right, on Zoom, only 25 people total, right? So I haven't advertised it yet. I haven't done any marketing for it yet, but I've told a couple people. So I texted this guy, right? I think like yesterday or something. He's in LA, right? So I texted him and he's like, oh my gosh, that sounds amazing. I just said like, hey, I'm just doing this thing, in New York, but you can do it, online. And he was like, that's amazing. And then I said, okay, let me get you some details. I don't have like a payment link set up. I still have to do all that stuff. So I said, well, let me just give you some details for now. And I told him, okay, it's like $5K if you want to do it online, and then it's $7K if you want to come to New York. And then all of a sudden he didn't want to do it. So that's funny to me, right? So here's a guy that's got, and I'm not picking on him. This is not judgment. So this is observation, not judgment. And again, my style is not for everybody, but hey, I think I'm doing pretty great for myself anyway. But anyway, let me go back to, sometimes I lose my train of thought. I don't even edit these videos, clearly, right? So let me go back to this guy. So I'm just going to use an average number. So he's got like 200 grand in a trading account, and he's buying Bitcoin, which is great. Okay, you could buy Bitcoin. Bitcoin goes up, but you can't spend any of that money until you sell your Bitcoin. So that's kind of like a fucking catch-22, right? So I can capitalize on the cash, but I have to sell that. There's a better way, right? You can sell, like you can buy stock, MicroStrategy stock. You can sell covered calls. You can sell, naked puts on MicroStrategy or Coinbase or Mara or all these other Bitcoin companies, and then you can create yourself income from week to week, right? There is a better way. And then he also has some stocks. Oh my gosh, if you're trading, I'm just going to say it like this. If you are trading stocks and you're not trading options, you are missing the fucking boat. I think that's 4 times I said the F word. Sorry about that. But you are, I'm telling you. So when you trade stock, you get all this like gyrations of the market. It goes up, goes down, blah, blah, blah. I have a video on YouTube that I did on Tesla like a few years back, and it showed like over a 52-week span, like what Tesla did. And over that 52-week span, like it started here and it ended here, right? So if you had stock, you would have just been like, oh my gosh, I'm making money. Oh my gosh, I'm losing money. Like just having all that emotion, right? But not actually have put any money in your pocket, right? Over that, sorry about that. I just hit the phone, sorry. Over that, let me fix this. I have like this stand for my phone, right? Over that 1 year span, I don't remember what it was, but I think I had made, I don't remember, but it was a big number that I had made in income. So here's the thing. Instead of being subjected to all those paper gains, paper losses, you can actually make yourself money every week. So here's the thing. Like, okay, let me go back to bringing my daughter to this omakase, this sushi place, this amazing sushi place. Let me figure out the name of that. It's called, it's so good. It's like so good. Nakazawa is the name of it. It's like, I think it's like $220, $250 for dinner, something like that. And then it's like, then you get some sake and then you put a gratuity. So it ends up being like $400 or $500 a person, depending on, or you can get some extras. Anyway, can I take her to this amazing sushi place with this paper statement that I have if I own some stock and I get some like paper gain, even if I made a ton of money, right? Like I started this account with 100 grand and oh my gosh, everything went up and it doubled and now it's 200. Can I spend that? Can I take her to sushi with that? No, I cannot. I can take her to sushi with the cash I have in my pocket, right? So that's why this is so important. So going back to my example of Tony, he said I don't know, he just doesn't want to do it. And that's all good. Listen, I only want people in my program that have drive and that are like committed to changing their life. I don't want you coming if you're like, you got some wishy-washy fucking attitude. No, I don't want you anyway. And also, let me tell you something. I'm going to have 25 people maximum, but I really don't care if I have 1 or 2 people as well, because I like over the years, I've always been really doing this stuff, like teaching people, because not really to make money from it, because again, I make money from trading, but it's like passionate. Like I want to see other people successful. Your success does not minimize my success at all. And I love talking about this stuff. I love like the fact that, I don't know, I think it feeds my ego, right? Like over the years I've taught people, and sometimes I see them after like a bunch of time. Like even an example of this girl, Maggie, an old friend of mine from St. John, right? I lived in the Virgin Islands a long time, and I taught her how to trade a long time ago. And I haven't seen her in a while, but the last time I saw her, which was a couple years ago, which was a couple years after I taught her how to trade, she was like, oh my gosh, Michelle, I cannot tell you how indebted I am to you because, I made blah, blah, blah. I forget what she was saying. And I think it was like during the time that the market had a downturn, right? But she was so psyched and pumped about it. And that makes me feel so good, right? So like, that she's doing well. Like, I love that. So yeah, I have this abundance mentality where your success never minimizes. I'm going to be successful whether you come or not. But if you come and you have seriousness in it, I lost my train of thought there for a moment. You have drive and you want to learn, you will be successful. I'm telling you. So here's the thing. It's September 13 and 14. I'm gonna put the info in the comments below or in the description or whatever. I don't have a link yet, so wait. If you want to sign up, I don't have a link yet, and I won't have it for like maybe a day or two. I just need to like organize, figure out like how that's gonna work through Stripe, and then like some disclosures that you have to sign, that kind of thing. But I'll have that up in a day or two. If you want to change your life, this is for you. I'm gonna teach people A to Z. I have these Udemy classes that lots of you that are watching this kind of like probably came through that. And honestly, I don't make really much money. I think I put all those classes on Udemy like, I don't know, 2 years ago, I think. And I think I made like 10 grand total, right? So like, but I've had like 20,000 people take it. I've given it away for free lots of times, and I make like literally $3, $5, something like that. Like it's not much money. But yeah, I forget where I was going with that. I'm excited about this, but I'm going to teach people A to Z. You don't have to have any experience at all. Who does it work best for? Number one, you got to be driven. You got to be like, oh my gosh, I want to change my life and I want to change my life now. Then it's for you. You also have to have a little bit of money to be able to trade with, right? So sometimes I get these like really goofy messages through Udemy. Can I start with $100? No, you cannot start with $100. And I don't mean that in a fresh, like sarcastic way. I'm sorry. Like sometimes I guess I am kind of like a little bit bitchy, but it's what it is. You cannot start with $100, right? How much money do you need to start with? I mean, really, when you trade options, you can start with like $2,000, $3,000, and you can sell like a put on Intel or Mara or something like that, and you can start making yourself money. How much money can you make? So a lot of times people, first of all, there's no guarantees, right? So this is kind of like, you want to identify what the risk is, and I'm going to talk more about this in the program, but there's no guarantees, obviously, right? If there's guarantees, then like, no, it's not. It's close to magic, but it's not actually magic, right? But who does this course work best for? Because I'm doing it for $5,000. I want to start getting paid for like the knowledge that I show people. And let me tell you something. This course, the Saturday, Sunday program that I'm talking about, works best for somebody that has like $200,000 in an account. It works for other people as well, but let me explain the math of it. If you have 200 grand and you already have you're already like investing in stocks, or you have some cash on the sideline or whatever, I am going to show you. I am literally going to show you how you can make 5,000 plus the very first week. I'm going to show you that. I'm not talking about unrealized gain. I'm always talking about realized gains, cash in your pocket, right? So it works best for somebody like that. If you have like 50K or something like that, it works for you too. And this program is also good for you. But I say 200,000 because then like, okay, you spend 5,000, you make 5,000 the first week. It's like a no fucking brainer. But let's say if you have 50 grand, how much money can you make? I always tell people like, here's what I've been doing. Again, there's no guarantee, right? But I've been making like 150%, between 150%, 200% on my capital, right? So let's say if you start with 50K as an example, you're gonna make, likely with the strategies that I show you, again, no promises, but you're probably gonna make, 75K a year, right? If you start with 50, so that's like 150% return. What is that per week? I don't know. I have to pull up my calculator. Let me see. Okay, so I pulled up my calculator. So if you make 75K, let's say, in realized gain, week to week, that's like $1,500 a week. So, I mean, that's still cool. So that's still $1,500 a week. Then it's like the first month is going to cover your $5,000 that you pay. Like, here's the thing. Sometimes you gotta, like, nothing's free. I used to do this stuff for free, and actually this weekend program, I had mentioned this to a couple friends of mine, and I had said, hey, I'm gonna do this weekend program. I was thinking about doing this for like a couple months now, right? But I hadn't planned it. So I had reached out to a few friends and I said, hey, I'm gonna charge like $5,000, or I wasn't sure at the time, but I told a couple of my friends, like, hey, you could come for free. I'm not even doing that. I don't know how I think I'm just not gonna tell them about it, because here's the thing. Number one, people, when they get something for free, they don't value it. They don't. Do you know how many times I have like given this like classes or videos or whatever to somebody? No, like they just don't value it. Yeah, so I'm not doing that anymore. So if you're interested, that's amazing. If you're not, it's all good. I'm still gonna keep doing these videos, and I'm still gonna keep living my life exactly how I've been, which is kind of like going all over the place, living in different places, and creating like amazing experiences with the people that are important to me, right? So I'm gonna take Nina to Omakase on, I'm gonna see if you have to make a reservation. I'm gonna see if there's a room on, she gets here Wednesday, because she takes a red-eye Tuesday night, she gets here Wednesday morning, and I'm gonna see if we're gonna go on Wednesday and surprise her. So anyway, sorry about, like, this was a long video. I hope this helps. So put in the comments, like, if this is good, if this is interesting, like, what do you think about that? Realized gains versus unrealized gains. If you're interested in my program, this weekend program, let me know. I'm gonna post the link. I would say probably the next day or two. I'm gonna try to do it today, because I do have a couple of other people that want to sign up, and so I want to do that soon. And there's only going to be 25 spots. And when I say 25 spots, that is it. So 20 online and 5 people if they come to New York City. And the way I'm going to do it is, I think, so I live in a really nice high-rise in Manhattan, and we have some like common areas downstairs. And like, I think what I'm gonna do is book one of the conference rooms or whatever, and then we're also gonna do like an amazing dinner. Like when I go out to eat, I like to, I don't wanna, like, you get one spin around this world, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't wanna feel like, oh my gosh, I don't wanna pay for this, oh my gosh, I don't wanna pay for that. So generally speaking, I live my life like if I wanna do it, I wanna do it. I had an old trainer, Martin, from LA, a long time ago. He told me this. This is actually a really good line. He said, if it's not a fuck yeah, it's a no. So I try to live my life by, like, if it's not a fuck yeah, it's a no. Like meaning that I do things that I really want to do in life, and I really generally don't do things that I don't want to do. So I am blessed by that. When I went to the gym this morning, so I started going to CrossFit again. Oh man, it makes me feel so good. Like, man, I love working out. I put a video on yesterday about like exercise and dopamine and endorphins and all these things. It's so important. But because today's Monday, there were a couple guys in there like, oh my gosh, today's Monday. And they were like bummed out by it, right? Because obviously, I mean, evidently they have some job that they don't like, right? I love my job. I love what I do. And I love Mondays. And you know what? It's all good. It's all kind of all the same to me. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, whatever. I mean, I like Fridays the best because my stuff expires. I like Mondays second best because I get to, put out new stuff. But I like all days in between. And I was thinking at the gym, of course, I never say this because you got to balance, like, you don't want to feel cocky, right? Or seem cocky to people. So I never want to feel like that. But I will say, and I'm going to tell you guys here in this video, I feel like I live such a blessed life. And I feel like life is so short. And if you're working some job that you don't want to work or you don't like, or you go home to like some spouse that you don't like, man, I fucking hated now he's my ex-husband. I didn't like him for a really long time. And then finally, like 2015, I was like, you know what, this is not for me. Like I just feel like life is short. you owe it to yourself to be happy. So here's the thing, like society, I think, ingrains in us sometimes, you know, when you're selfish, that's bad or something like that. You have to take care of yourself. You have to take care of yourself so you can take care of the other people, right? It's kind of like when you're on an airplane, like if something happens, you put the mask on yourself first, and then you put it on your kid's face, right? It's the same thing, but society makes you think that there's something bad about that. No. My point is, if you're not happy, you have the power to change it. Especially if you live in the fucking United States. Like you people that are watching this video, I know people watch from all over the place. Udemy, my Udemy classes, I have like this map where they show me, like, I don't really pay a lot of attention to it because I don't really make that much money from it. But sometimes I see like, oh my gosh, where are people checking in from, where they taking this class from, and they're taking it from all over the world. And me personally, I lived in Indonesia for a couple of years. I lived in Bali, right, for the past couple of years, which is a developing country. And I will say this, the United States, I'm not gonna say it's the best, it's not, right? But there's a very big marked difference between a developed country and a developing country. If you live in the United States, I don't wanna hear any bullshit like, oh my gosh, I was born into this, I inherited this, you know, this is beyond my control. Your life is whatever you make it be. You have the power to change. What I'm saying is, if you have some shitty job that you don't like, I mean, change it. Take my course, or take that like really inexpensive thing on Udemy and kind of like try to do it yourself as well, like through online. I mean, there's tons of different things. Or let's not say trading. I mean, maybe you're not passionate about trading and there's something else that you're passionate about. My point is, everybody, especially if you live in the United States, you have the ability to make your life whatever you make of it. Anyway, that's enough rambling. My coffee's over there and it's getting cold right now. And I'm gonna do a couple things today. So I'm gonna say thank you for listening. I appreciate all of you guys. I think I have like 400 subscribers now on YouTube. So subscribe to my channel here if you want to hear more things. And if you want me to talk about a certain thing like trading, stocks, options, or whatever, or mindset, whatever, then put a comment on here and I'm happy to do a video, because I'm always thinking of like different things to do videos on. And if you're interested in my September 12th, or I'm sorry, September 13th and 14th, live Weekend Options Bootcamp, I think is what I've been calling it, then put a comment here and I'll be sure to reach out, and I'm going to have the sign up page done probably later today, if not tomorrow. Anyway, thanks again and happy trading.